is, am I the asshole for not getting tattoo removal procedure to remove my child's dead name from my body? Now, I never had to do anything like this or seen any situation, so this should be interesting. Let's dig into it. Hi, everyone. I'm 36 female. I have two daughters, one of which came out as trans a year ago. Let's call them Maria 17 and Anna 15, my trans child. I would like to start by saying that when Anna came out, I had no problems so long as her transition didn't come in the way of school or grades. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that one because school and grades are important, but it's almost like it's a hobby. Like, oh, Anna wants to play softball, but as long as it doesn't come affect your grades, you know what I'm saying? That's almost how it comes across like that when you say, as long as it doesn't affect your school or grades. I'm pretty sure it's going. It might not affect. I think it might because then now you. I don't know. Maybe she has a strong circle of friends or whatever in that support system that it may not affect that. But I mean, you're going through something more serious than I think you're. I don't know. I commend having no problems with it, or probably could have went in more detail about like how y'all talked about it and discussed it, and and let her know that you're there to support her. But let's continue. The problem, however, is I have Anna's dead name tattooed on my body. I have had the tattoo since she was a toddler. It's pretty visible as it's on my neck. I mean, that's very visible on your neck. And that tattoo, I mean, I guess, I mean, I don't have any, so I can't really talk, but I never, I thought about getting my son's name tattooed on me. I want to, I just never went and did it, but a neck tattoo, I don't know. Well, whatever. And or at least it wasn't a face tattoo. Face tattoo, you probably been in jail. But let me stop. And every time Anna sees it, she gets visibly upset. I don't know personally like how that feels, but I've seen, documentaries or TV shows when they talk and interview trans people, like those things can be triggering and because they don't want anything to do with that part of them, and then seeing it, you know, you know, is trauma and traumatic and triggering. So I can I say I understand? I mean, I understand, but I don't understand like how it feels, but I can understand, I can see how that can be triggered. How about that? I put it that way. She's told me she's looked into tattoo removal surgery and recommended that I get it. Oh wow. She said, I looked it up. These are some places you can go. I can set up an appointment for you. Hey, you can get it removed. Hey, I even looked into removed or covered with get it covered with her new name. While I do have the money, so money's not an issue, I do not think it's something I want to deal with. Ah, that kind of goes back to my other point where she kind of like equated her transition more to a hobby, extracurricular activity, something she does not want to deal with. I don't know. After all, it is just a tattoo, and I don't think I should have to get it removed to show my love and dedication for this new identity. Is that how you would phrase it? I don't know. So hopefully someone read this and can, if as somebody going through a transition, is it a new identity or, I don't know. Anna, however, has accused me of not taking her seriously, and that if I truly loved and cared, I'd get it removed. I do understand getting the tattoo removed or covered would show dedication, but I truly do not see it as necessary. I think she's being absolutely ridiculous pushing the issue. See, I was like, I have my own thoughts, and I was, let me finish before I'm an adult after all and can make decisions about my own body just as she can. this issue has put a strain on our relationship, and now she barely looks at me these days. Am I the asshole? I was under the impression that I was going to read this and basically say nobody's an asshole. Y'all need to try to come to understanding, like the dead, because you're saying dead name. So in my mind, the way that I'm thinking, like you're killing that part off. So I'm assuming Anna was born a male. I'm assuming, I could be wrong, whatever. So if Anna was John, you have John tattooed on your neck. John was your son, whatever. You have one daughter, so that was your son, your only son, whatever, and it has importance to you. Here, you're saying it's just a tattoo. So if you're saying it's just a tattoo, then I'm more on her side. If that's what you're telling her, it's just a tattoo. It's not that important. Then why not get it removed? You say you have the money, removed or covered with the new name or whatever you want to cover it with. But if you're coming, like if you're telling her, hey, this has some meaning to me, it's sentimental. I have to deal with this. This is my process. A, a, I'm here to support you. I accept everything. I'm here to, for you, and I'm not, against anything you're trying to do. I have your back, but I have to do, my own process in dealing with this. Like I'm losing my son, like that. If that's how you explain it, then I can see like that. Okay, both of y'all have to see each other's side and try to come to understanding that, and she should give you some time to deal with it. And basically, in my mind, wouldn't that be like grieving because that child is gone now? And then, I mean, so in that aspect, I think me and I could be wrong, but in that aspect, I think I would say no, you're not an asshole. Nobody's an asshole. You should both of y'all have things y'all are trying to deal with at this moment, and she could be sensitive to her side, but she also needs to see your side, and you need to see her side, because if it's the way this post is coming across, then you're saying nothing is not a big deal. Her transition is an extracurricular activity. Um, and that's me putting that on, but the way it came across to me, that's the way you're looking at it. And also that it's the tattoo's not a big deal to you. And it's, oh, I just don't want to deal with this right now. So in that aspect, I would say yes, you are the asshole. The way this comes across. Now, you cannot be and sit down with your child and discuss with them how you really feel. In my opinion, the way I think you probably would feel, because I think that's how I would feel. Like, I don't know, because I ain't in that situation, so I could be wrong. But everything else, like being supportive, hey, I'm there for my child. If my child went through a transition, I would hope my child felt comfortable enough, as your child apparently did, to come to you and let you know. Because people hold on to these kind of things, and it could lead to suicide and all sorts of stuff. So as a parent, I want to create that environment where my child feels free to share anything at all, and comfortable, and know that I would always have their back. I don't think your child feels that way. I mean, you said, and you talking about she's absolutely ridiculous for pushing this issue. I mean, are you trying to understand where she's coming from? Like sitting down and actually listening to her and hearing her what she's saying, and then you express yours with your thoughts, so y'all can like cry over it, whatever, and discuss and bond, and then like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Yes, it does hurt me. Can you like, I don't know. I don't know what the compromise could be, but y'all have to come to some kind of grounds of understanding. So that's my thoughts on it.